Hello my dear students, I am Dr. Majumdar again in front of you from Noida Institute of Engineering and Technology Pharmacy Institute. Now today we will be discussing a very new concept which we are calling as the direct mail marketing. It is a part of your pharmaceutical marketing management curriculum which is under APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University for the B.Pharm students of final year. Now, we will be discussing today's class, we will be distributing the today's class in two main topics. One is direct mail marketing and the second part of my lecture today will be on the basis of sampling as a sales promotion technique in the pharmaceutical sector, where we will be discussing whether it is good or it is bad, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, how we can overcome those disadvantages. This we will be discussing in the latter part of my class today. So, first we will be starting with direct mail marketing. The term direct mail marketing. Now, if we break it into two parts, it is a process of marketing where we takes place with the help of direct mailing, that is mailing to market our product. What does it mean? It basically means it is a personalized approach in marketing where there is a direct contact, a direct communication between the owner of the company and the prospective buyers. Direct mail marketing, it is a process of direct communication created between the owners of the company and the prospective buyers. The main highlighting feature is here there is a direct contact, direct communication between the owner of the company and the people who are using the product of the company. This is called direct marketing. Let us see how it happens, how it takes place, how the contact between the users and the company takes place. When the consumers receive mails from the Reader Digest, they tend to read it because the products what the consumers want and have a massive appeal, they will respond. See, whenever you are seeing this Reader's Digest is a very common magazine which is very commonly used, where the say when the customers they are receiving a mail from the Reader's Digest that they need to they are taking the subscription for 2 years, they will be provided with 1 year of free subscription. The people are bound to read because the products are what the customers want and already there is a mass appeal. So, automatically the people will try to respond, people will try to react, the people will try to reciprocate whenever you are producing such sort of a direct mail marketing. Now, question is, to whom are you going to send the mail? किसका पास आप मेल भेजोगे? You will be sending to the buyers. Buyers का पास ही आप मेल भेजोगे. So, the buyers are segmented basically on two broad classification or on two broad bases. What are they? First is demographic segmentation and the second is geographic segmentation. These are the two basic bases, two basic criteria on which the people or the buyers are segmented. Now, let us see what are the various ways by which demographic segmentation is carried out. Now, the demographic segmentation is mainly carried out in terms of age, that is whether your buyer is belonging to a very senior citizen or your buyer is a people of around 50 to 60 years, or your buyer is a very young chap of around 20 to 25 years of age, or he is still in the teenage 16, 18, 20. That is, depending on the age, we will be classifying the buyers. The next way of classification of the bias is as far as the genders is concerned, because some products are meant specifically for the men, some products are meant specifically for the women, and some products may be used either by the men as well as for the women. Under this scenario, under this position, we classify the buyers on another way of classification, which we are calling as classification on the basis of male, or it on the basis of female, or it can be used both male as well as female. Sometimes transgender classifications are also done. Next is classification on the demographic style, is what we are calling as classification on the basis of the lifestyle. What sort of a lifestyle they have, because some people are there who are following a sedentary lifestyle. Say for example, you are framing a small, let us take a product like cushion, which we use when we are sitting in a chair. Now, if that particular cushion which we are framed for a people who is having backache, it may so happen that those are products which are particularly meant for people who are having sedentary job style. That product may not be useful for a people who are traveling regularly from one part of the country to the other. So, depending on the type of the product which you are manufacturing, depending on the type of product which you are marketing, you have to segregate the buyers on the basis of their lifestyle. So, the fundamental three bases on demographic approach are age, gender as well as lifestyle. Now, if we now move on to the geographical basis of segmentation of the buyer, why I am emphasizing here is, depending on this classification, you need to set up your direct mail marketing approach. Next is geographical. If your product is particularly of a particular sector, we will call it to be as the national basis. Again, it can be broken up into various regional part, whether it is in the north, whether it is in the south, whether it is in the east or in the west. It can be on the basis of national, it can be on the basis of international also. Whether you are having a product which is catering to the need of people across the globe. The requirement of the people in the United States, the requirements of people in the Asian countries, the requirement of people in India, and that too in India among the different regional sectors, that varies. Now, as because the buyer characteristics varies, buyer's affordability varies, buyer's taste varies, buyer's choice varies, everything varies, buyer's likeliness varies. So, we need to have a very clear cut understanding on the basis of the buyer's category on which we need to categorize them. The products and service commonly include the personal care product, face wash, aftershave, shampoo, body lotion, hair oil, so on. Now, question is, what is the method we should adopt? What is the method one should adopt? It includes cutting out other publishers and distributors by communicating and selling directly to the public. It involves cutting out other publishers and distributors by communicating directly to the public. See, when you are having a one-to-one communication from the owner and the user, so the intermediary, the expenditures which are there, that can be cut down, that can be curtailed down. The postal relationship which is established with each of the customers raised a direct mail operation to the level of a personal service. See, whenever I am getting a mail from the owner of a company, automatically I feel very mentally satisfied. The degree of importance which the owner of a company gives to a customer gives a sort of a feeling, a sort of a psychological feeling in the minds of the customer of its importance. That is the reason why this direct mailing technique has been so successful in the recent context. What are the various direct mailing approaches which we use? They are in the form of email marketing. You are receiving an email from the company directly. You are receiving a catalog along with the newspaper. You are receiving an SMS in the mobile which you are having. You are receiving a postcard. In one side there is a message imprint, on the other side your name and address is there. It was very popular a few days back, but gradually it has lost its importance. Next is the pamphlet and the leaflets. These are the various techniques which we use for the purpose of direct mail marketing. I am repeating once again. The methods includes: number 1, receiving an email directly from the company, which we are calling as email marketing. 2, getting catalogs along with in the newspaper. 3, receiving an SMS. 4, receiving a postcard, and lastly receiving a pamphlet or a leaflet. These are the various methods which are commonly used in direct mail marketing methods. Let us explain one by one what they are and how they are useful. Catalogs along with the newspaper. Multi-page promotions of products are showcased in catalogs, which is sent along with the newspaper with the contact information being typed on it. Whenever you are opening a newspaper, you are seeing that one leaflet is inserted within it. In that particular leaflet, they are writing about the details of the company, the details of the product, the detail of the address where it is available or whom to contact. Next is SMS marketing. What is SMS? Short message service. So, use of short message service or SMS to send the customer sales alert, link to website updates, appointments or delivery reminders or personalized messaging. Sometimes the various organizations, they are using the bulk messaging tools. They are using the bulk messaging tools. You are working, you are going somewhere, just you are receiving an SMS that will provide as a sort of a reminder. Say for example, you have forgotten to recharge your mobile, an SMS comes, okay, you are recharging it very easily. You have forgotten to pay your premium, you have forgotten to recharge your dish TV. There are many times they are providing a reminder of the product that you need to repurchase it. A sort of a sales alert is being created. So, use of SMS to send customers the sales alert, links to website updates, appointments or delivery reminders or personalized messaging. Next was the pamphlet and leaflet. It is a single, inexpensive and effective way of reaching the customers, distributing well designed leaflets or the flyers through a letterbox drops. Just a drop of a leaflet in your letterbox will serve the purpose of the company, because they know that one time or the other you will be opening the letterbox and get that information. Next is email marketing. It is a very simple, cost effective way and a measurable way of reaching the customers. Every one of us, irrespective of our age, we are having a habit to check our email at some point of the day or the other. Every individual, whether he is a male or a female, whether he is an individual of 20 years of age or he is a senior person of 50 years of age, whatever it is, every individual checks their emails. In fact, sometimes email alerts are also available across phone. Now, if this is the scenario of the day, you can easily realize how much importance this email marketing has to play nowadays. It is a simple, cost effective, measurable way of reaching the customer. It includes the e-newsletters, promotional email to generate the new leads or offers to the existing customers, or ad that can be addressed in various business emails. These are the various ways by which email marketing has been helpful, that is sending e-newsletters, sending promotional mail to generate a new requirement, a new lead. You can send it to the existing pools of customers to send a particular offer or to let them know about an offer, or an ad that can appear in other business mail IDs. Postcard with promotional message on one side and the customer and the address on the other side, the cards are sent to the prospective buyers. Next is sampling as sales promotion. It is basically a sponsoring continual medical education, where advertising drugs in medical journals is very common nowadays. But question is ethical consideration and its influence. Many physicians deny that the promotional items from this company at all influences their professional objectivity. But if we talk in reality, it has an effect in the mind of the physician whenever they are prescribing. Evidence suggests that physicians are just as susceptible to target marketing as for any other persons. But the question is, there is no harm in it till the personal autonomy or the loyalty of the process or the dignity of the process is maintained. Personal autonomy allows an individual to make decisions based on his or her ethical values. Personal autonomy sometimes gets compromised when another party influences the belief about the product or the service. The doctors should see that the personal autonomy or the personal judgment that should remain as it is in an ethical way whenever the prescription is being done. I am not denying the fact that sampling, whenever a doctor gets a free sample, he came to know about the product, absolutely no harm in it. But there are various other methods which the pharma houses adopts to lure, to alter the decision making of the physician. That is harmful. The problem is, as far as the bias prescriptions are concerned, MDs are persuaded to use certain brands of a drug, and though most MDs deny that they are being personally influenced, but they agree that others get influenced. Say for example, I am an MD doctor, I am denying the fact that no, I am not influenced whenever I am writing a prescription. It does not come to my mind that which company has provided me gift, which has not. It does not come to my mind. But XYZ fellow, they get influenced whenever they are writing the prescription. This is the opinion of myself. But in reality, what happens is, I also get influenced by the pharma houses who are offering me a free gift, who are offering me a free trip. These gifts sometimes gets unethically influencing the decision of the physician whenever he is writing a prescription. This is very unfortunate. In fact, some MDs have contracts with various contracts with the drug companies, and they are getting biased. Now, question is, how can it be avoided? Solution number 1, we should focus on the need of the patient. The very simple way of avoiding this prescription bias is, we should be patient centric. Build more and more connection with the patient organization, more and more connectivity with the patient. Whenever a doctor is writing a prescription, he should keep in mind the need of the patient, what the patient requires, from what family the patient is coming, whether the patient is having such an amount of money to spend. So, a doctor should build more connectivity, more connection with the patient, a sort of a mental linkage with the patient needs to be developed. Provided education material versus marketing material. The doctor should be provided with information about, in fact, the true relationship about, true information about the product itself. It should not be a process of a marketing material. This should highlight the way in which the drug exhibits its betterment of action. It should provide a cost effective access to medication, altering the marketing practices by changing the pay structure and employees incentive. This is another way. The other way is prohibit all gift and perk, because gift are nothing but a sort of bribery. Physician often feels the pressure to reciprocate. This is the reality. Physician often feel the pressure to reciprocate the gift which he has taken. So, we should prohibit the pharmaceutical houses from offering or sponsoring various programs, but provide the information in a very ethical way, the purpose will be solved. Elimination of unethical and questioned payments to physician, paying physician for post marketing survey or research should stop. It is a conflict of interest for a physician to be employed by a drug company and expect also to write their product, to buy their product. Now, if you are in a position to adopt this policy, automatically be rest assured that the prescription will be written in an ethical way, and the entire healthcare scenario will gradually improve. Sometimes, the various medical exhibitions are carried out, and the purpose is to highlight the students, and with this we are coming to the end of the class today. I hope all of you have understood and agreed to the discussion which has taken place. Thank you very much.